Good morning. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We are going to be going on some side quests on the Appalachian Trail. I am going to be going to the Appalachian Caverns, and then if we still have time afterward, we're going to go to the Knob Creek Museum. Wacky is doing a 2-day, 23-mile hike. And if you're wondering, if you're new here, or if you're wondering why I am not going on that with him, it's because we are trying to make up some time. At this point, I'm doing, I think I said it yesterday, a Morse code hike, while Wacky is doing a through hike. I'm just doing some dots and dashes as my body allows, and when there are sections that have mileage that I'm able to complete. With this 23-mile overnight hike, Wacky can do that in about 1.5 days. It would take me about 3. So in order to get him on track to be able to complete the through hike, I'm probably going to be skipping a lot of the overnights. And on days that he is doing his hiking and I am not able to do quite as many miles as he's doing in that day, we're going to be doing some side quests. We're going to go discover some things that are off the Appalachian Trail, but still in the Appalachians. Let's get Wacky dropped off, and then we're going to go into the caves. See you on the other side.
Alrighty. Have fun at the spa.
On the hum. When it first developed the cave back in 1988, it had to clear out 162 tons of trash out of the hole.
Wow.
Everything from household trash, refrigerators, everything like that you can think of. From the crawling tours. We do some crawl tours that give you optional crawls that narrow down to 7.5 inches in height. If you do a 7.5 inch crawl space, you turn your head sideways, your head doesn't fit up and down. So you got the crickets back in here. The crickets, what's cool about them is they will actually eat a bat.
What?
Yeah, it's a reversal of fortune. The bats eat all the insects, but the crickets, what happens is when the bat goes into hibernation, it slows heart rate down from 140 beats down to 3 to 10. Heart's so slow, crickets think they're dead, and they start eating. They eat through the soft tissue, which is a little gross here.
Yeah.
Which is usually the eye, and they suck the meat out through the eye socket. So if you wasn't right before,
Yep.
know where you're going now. Pronounce the spell correctly, it actually has a C in it, stalactite. The ones on the ground are stalagmites. C for ceiling, G for ground, great way to remember. The inclusions in it are cherry or flint. If this was formed right here, you should have the same kind of rock on the other wall. So up here you don't have that rock. What matches up actually to that is down here. So we're going to want a flow angle, something like that.
Oh.
So this shifted about 10 or 12 feet from one side to the next when it was brought up from the ocean depth. That was during earthquakes or whatever happened. So everything shifted during that time frame. These minerals, some of the soot from the fire. Soot from the fire goes back to early woodland Indians. They were here about 2,500 years ago. The woodlands use this as a council chambers because we do have so many openings, a little bit of wind coming through. When the wind, the barometric pressure changes outside, the wind changes directions in here. So the natives thought that was the Great Spirit breathing in and out through the cave. They utilized it for that and didn't live here, just for the council meetings. They did pull a burnt piece of firewood out of a fire pit in this area that carbon dated back to 675 AD. So here they call this the burial chambers because the stalactites there, some point in the back. Scientists do estimate to be around 250 to 300 million. And like I said, the cavern walls, they believe to be 500 million. But that's their guess. And then there's a little bit of phreatic water here, which is still water in the cave, really clean and clear. However, if you drink this, you may get diarrhea because it has microorganisms and segmented flatworms. So for us, we tell people the only truly good use we can find for this water is to bottle it up and give it to Florida Gator fans. SEC territory. Right here, the house troops, store supplies. They also use this as a makeshift hospital recovery area, basically. Do the surgeries outside, bring them in to recover, because during the Civil War it was about gaining land, it wasn't about taking prisoners. Much easier to kill you than take care of you. So that's what it was. The harmful bacteria that cause all infection though require sunlight and warmth to live. No sunlight and warmth, virtually no infection down here. The oxygen rates are a little richer. Moisture is 80 to 82%. We'll see the moisture here on the ceiling in a moment. Those two things coupled together do aid in your heal time, cut down scar tissue. Heal quicker, less scarring, and virtually no infection. Great place for a hospital. And you're good.
All right.
Droplets up here.
Oh, wow.
What's neat under the water droplets, most of them, it's dark underneath it where the water touches the rock and darkens it. There are some where it's still a light color underneath. Where it's a light color, there's actually a microorganism that lives on the rock that prevents the water from touching the rock there. So no little microbe we know really nothing about.
It looks like glitter.
It does. Smooth up top, rough everywhere else. The smooth, the oils are in skin, the rough.
Oh,
is
wow.
supposed to feel.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Like that. And the oil and water don't mix, therefore it wouldn't grow.
Okay.
And behind you, we have the stalactites here and stalagmites forming the columns. So stalactite here, the top 3 or 4 feet, stalagmite from the ground all the way back up to that point. Some more grew from the ground. It's not the rule, because over here is just the opposite. Stalactite all the way down to here, and the bottom 3 or 4 feet are stalagmite. So which one grows the quickest depends on how it drips. The big thing about them is their bite ratio. Humans bite on average 127 pounds per square inch. The average shark is around 700 pounds. The average snapping turtle is 1,008.
What? Wow.
Yeah. So if they bite and want it, they can take it. So there's your flowing water. That's the spring water coming in again. But as it flows across these little pools here, instead of eroding it down, there's so many minerals in that water it actually builds that rim's up. That's a flowing rimstone pool. He just shed a couple days ago.
Nice.
I was going to get down and get away from us.
Smart. The next spot on our list for Appalachian Trail side quests is the Knob Creek Historical Museum. Now, it appears they also have vineyards and a winery, which is where we are parked right now. It brought me here, but it looks like back there may be where some of the museum and historical centers are. So I guess we'll go into the winery, see what's going on here, and maybe after a glass of wine or a tasting or so, we'll go up and see what's in the museums and things. I love a brick walkway. What's this one called?
It's called Autumn Rose.
Autumn Rose, I like that. There's, that's pretty good. Something really cool that happened here at the winery is that her family was coming in and they were doing she gave them a tour. And since I was the only customer there, she let me come along to this private tour. So I got to see the new facility and where they do all their testing and everything else like that, which was so cool. We made it over to the museum, and ooh, there's a brick walkway here too. The brick walkway in the other area, I got the history behind that, which is really cool. The bricks there were left from the owner's grandfather, and it came from the old original Johnstown school. So this place, just the history in here is incredible.
These corner cupboards here were built by my great-grandfather's grandfather. I guess that's
Great-grandfather? Wow, he built them?
Yes.
Oh my.
He was called Wooden John. His tools are upstairs.
Wow.
Wood John Sharpie. My grandfather was John Sharpie. There's a lot of Johns around here.
Yeah, I see that. In here, what are family heirlooms?
Everything in here until you get to the organ over there.
Okay.
We had one in the family, but it went another way. So
Okay.
Daddy used to breed cattle for this guy over toward Oak Grove. Anyway,
Okay.
when his estate broke up, Daddy was able to get that organ, and it works. It plays beautifully.
Wow. Do you play?
I can, yeah.
Still have the flour sifter in it.
25 pounds of flour will fit in there. A lot of biscuits and cookies came across on that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mama called them jumbles, and then she made biscuits and got every day.
Is this, whose handwriting is this?
I'm not sure who's it, but that's
Okay.
an old cookbook.
Yes.
The old Brethren cookbook called the Engelnook.
Okay.
Yeah, and the Engelnook cookbook.
Yes.
I'm not sure what the year is, but this is a handwritten flyleaf there called Good Cookies. And the kids said, Mom, make those. So I doubled the recipe because they're on call for 1 egg. And yeah, so I made them, and they're not bad. They've got brown sugar. They've got brown sugar instead of white, so they're soft. You know.
Yes. Oh, look at
She got
this.
an electric when I was in the 2nd grade.
Okay.
And she quit using it then. But
Yeah.
Until then, this was the, it was it.
Do you remember what she thought of the electric?
Oh, she thought she died and gone to heaven. Oh my God. It had, in the center, it had a great big eye that you could put your pressure cooker on, and it put back. And then there was a deep well over there. You know, you could set a big pot down in it, and the eye was down inside, and then it had the regular eyes. Yeah, I remember it very well. Oh, I can help you there. Okay, I'll call you back. All righty, bye. David was in the Civil War. My brother David was in the Gulf War. And in between, you know, most of the men escaped wartime service, thank goodness. But Pearl there in the middle, she was the grandmother of, or she was the friend of that donated all this.
Oh, wonderful.
And those quilts there were made by her mother.
The crazy quilt.
Crazy
I like
quilts.
that.
Yeah, they're everywhere. You see them everywhere. This one is ugly as it can be, but I've never seen one like it. It's called a puff quilt, and was made in Washington County Fair when it's held in Johnson City, which was around 1900.
Wow.
And
Oh my
not-
gosh, the work it must have taken to
it.
make each of these
Each
little
one of
puffs.
those squares,
Yes.
and to make it so that it's going to have excess fabric in the middle.
Wow.
It's really World War I uniform and World War II and then lots of other. Oh, they end up here.
Right. Oh my gosh, are these army recipes?
And then some meals ready to eat
Wow.
that are still supposedly ready to eat.
Yes. Yeah.
They say.
Mm-hmm.
These over here are the tools that belong to my great-grandfather's grandfather, Wood John Sherfy that I mentioned before. These were in the smokehouse, and Daddy cleaned them up and brought them over here.
Wow.
And this stuff in the center are just various and sundry neighbors that have donated old farm implements and tools. Now, I told you a minute ago, this is my favorite thing in the whole museum right here. The 4 grandmothers. This was made by Susanna Wine Krause from her wedding petticoat. Linen, hand woven linen.
Wow.
And then another grandmother put this on here from the indigo dye that she had a little bit of. Another grandmother, Isabel, my great-grandmother, put this on. My grandmother put the colored one on. And Mama dropped the ball, so I don't have to do it. but, you know, it's 4 grandmothers spread here, you know, over many generations.
Oh,
It's a piece of work. It really is stockings.
Oh
Can
my.
you imagine making these stockings?
I can't imagine wearing them to begin with in this heat and then making them. Wow.
And there's the pattern in case you're interested.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And these little calling cards, are they not sweet?
No. That's incredible.
Let's see who's here.
Okay.
Hello.
This room is amazing.
Like I said, this is my favorite place up here.
Yes. Wow.
I remember Mama sewing on that. Yeah.
Is this one of her outfits?
No.
Okay.
Not my grandmother's.
Okay.
Anyway, all that handmade lace.
Wow. Is that a doctor's bag?
Yeah. Wow. And in here is period, except for the building itself.
Okay. Wow.
And we were part of it was in the old house, so the floor.
We've jumped quite a few hours here. My phone ran out of storage while I was at the museum because I was taking so many videos. So the rest of the day after the museum, I came back up to Carver's Gap, and oh my gosh, it's even busier today than it was yesterday. It's a little bit crazy up here with how many vehicles, and they're still here. Everybody's overnight as well. I think everybody's trying to get some hiking and all that sort of thing in, which I'm going to try and do tomorrow as well. I'm going to hike a little bit. Maybe I'm going to try and get up early and do a few hours in and a few hours back. I'm not sure how far I'll go, but when it's still cool and the weather still feels nice, we'll get at least a little bit of hiking of the trail in. Today was awesome. I really loved the people that I met today were just amazing. And again, that's, I think, the part of, it's not just the trail, just the community in general, the people I'm getting to meet and get to know. And I was able to talk to each of those people that hosted me, I suppose, at every stop that I made, because I was the only one there really. So I was able to get to know those people on probably a little bit better of a level than I would have if I would have gone with a group or if there would have been more people around. It was a really great day to get to know some people, do some fun things, and I'm looking forward to getting some hiking in tomorrow, doing some more fun things. I'm going to make a few extra stops, and then tomorrow evening I'll be talking to you guys. By the time you see this, the live will have already happened like a week or two before, but for me, it's happening tomorrow. So I'm going to say goodnight to you now, and I will talk to you guys live tomorrow. Good night.